All right, we're going to talk today about the steps for our Decimal Cafe menu. So first of all, I want you to think about: do you want to have this in a digital format or do you want to do this offline? If you're going to do this digitally, you will probably try to use either Google Draw, Google Docs, or Google Slides. So one of those right there. Okay. If you're doing it offline, you put on paper, add some colors. Feel free to use a whiteboard and also to use a chalk, whatever it is, be creative, have fun with it. This is a design process. And what that means is I highly expect you to go back and make changes. If you do your first, you create a menu and you got it, sit with it and come back to it after a little bit and see what kinds of changes you might make, just like a real cafe owner does when they are creating their menu. All right, so take your time with this. Don't rush through this and say, all right, I'm done. Have fun, be creative. Okay, this is a project. Meaning if this takes you 5 minutes, you're probably not putting your heart into this. All right, so after you've kind of thought about how you want to present it, you're going to think about the different food and drink items that other Franklin Falcons would like. All right, make sure that you have coffee and tea for those teachers. We like to be caffeinated so we can do a great job teaching. So make sure you have those options for us. Do try to have a vegetarian sandwich option or vegetarian option. On the menu. You might also want to have salads or wraps or mini pizzas or those kinds of things as well on your menu. Do try to include a variety, but not too many items. And I've got a recommendation for how many items. When I say sandwich options, you can also include other things other than sandwiches if you want to include salads in there as well too. Okay. Feel free to add sides, other creative options. Have fun with it. Give me lots of fun and delicious items. I should be hungry after I read this. Read what you turn in. Think about how you want to order your menu into sections. So drinks, sandwiches, salads, sides. All right. You can think about those kinds of things. Using a color scheme, try to make it fun, make it pop, have a bit of flair for it. Think about the menus you see and what makes you happy when you order off a menu. I also think about your prices. There are a couple specific things on this. I do ask that nothing ends in 00. We are doing this as part of our decimal unit. So I do want you to get practice with working with different decimals. So no 00, and you can't use the same decimal ending twice. If you have your coffee and your coffee is 2.15, then that means you can't have a sandwich at 4.15, $4.15. Okay, so just keep that in mind. And then your last step is thinking about: do you want to add descriptions to your items? Maybe you're going to have pictures to go with it. Think about what your menu should look like. All right, feel free to turn it in if you want a little feedback during the process as well too. Hope that helps.